Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. 7:30 really is my normal start time. It's when I like to try to get the games going. 8 o'clock I usually reserve for a special game such as opening day or the All-Star game, that kind of thing. So we're now back to our normal 7:30 start time. I try to get the game started at that. Today's date is April 10th, 69. We are at Robert F. Kennedy Stadium for a big game between the New York Yankees and the Washington Senators. Both teams come into this game a record of 1-1, as the season, of course, has just gotten underway. And RFK Stadium is packed to the brim with Senator fans. The Senators in 69 weren't that bad. The Yankees, of course, well, the Yankees rarely ever have a bad year. And the Yankees are still pretty good. So this game between the Yankees and the Senators should be fun to play as we're still very early in the 69 season. Jeremy Brooks, Phoenix Knight, Vita Productions, Joel Turney, Ron McGrath, and Brian Peterson are first to join us here at RFK Stadium. The Senators historically won this game. The Senators 9 runs, 16 hits, and 2 errors. The Yankees 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. So really not a pitcher's duel tonight. And last night wasn't that much of one either. But we will see what happens tonight as these two teams now get together here in the infancy of the 69 season. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Washington Senators tonight is Jim Hannan. Don't know much about him. 7 wins, 6 losses, a 3.65 ERA. 72 strikeouts and 89 walks in 69. We are at Robert F. Kennedy Stadium. Pretty neutral park, 139 home runs, -1 to strikeouts and +2 to walks. So let's see what happens tonight as the Yankees are on the board for the first time in the 69 season. For those of you who I did not mention, these board games are important as they are the first tiebreaker. I do not do tiebreaker games, okay? So there will be no game 163. The board games are the tiebreaker. That's the number one tiebreaker, board record. The second tiebreaker is most runs scored on the board. And the third tiebreaker is most net runs on the board. We have not gotten that far yet, but we've had used the board tiebreaker to decide, of course, division championships and seeding and, of course, playoff spots. So those of you who are wondering, do these board games mean something? Yes, they do, as Frank Roszak joins us here at RFK Stadium. Let's go to the top of the first. Let's see what the Yankees will bring to here in the 69 season. Leading off for the Yankees will be the second baseman, Horace Clarke. We saw lots of him in 72. 285 average, 4 homers, 48 RBIs in 69, though. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Senators are the home team. Of course, this team would become the Texas Rangers later in their history. And they are ready to begin here. So let's see here at RFK Stadium. Let's see what tonight's game's got to say. Let's go to the first pitch. Hannan, 2-3. That's a walk +10, and that will be an automatic walk there for Horace Clarke. He will walk Clarke to start the game. Infield will go to double play depth. And the next batter will be the center fielder, Jerry Kenny. Don't know much about him. 257 average, 2 homers, 34 RBIs in 69. Scooney 007 joins us here at RFK Stadium. Clarke had 33 stolen bases, and he's not getting any here. Hannan, 4-1, strikeout 17, that's high. Kenny, 6-2, that's a grounder right back to the pitcher. 1-1. And no pivot rating since it was hit to the pitcher. Let's see here. Kenny's a lefty. So the shortstop is the pivot, and that is Brinkman. And he's a +1. So a 1 or a 2, this will be a double play. No. Clarke got good enough speed. His base running rating is a 3 being held in this case. And that is a 3. He will make it to second. Hannan's only play is the first, and that is a 1 out. The next batter will be the third baseman, Bobby Mercer. 259 average, 26 homers, 82 RBIs. Respectable year for 69. Robert Hone joins us here at RFK Stadium. Infield is now back, and Sean 1113 Network. Strategy roll, and Mercer is not doing anything. Hannan, 4-3 against the lefty. That's a walk, and that 3 will be ball 4. So Hannan off to a rough start here to start the game. Already given up 2 walks. And now we'll see the left fielder, Roy White. Always seems to be, almost every time we have the Yankees, White is somewhere there. Pretty good year in 69. 290 average, 7 homers, 74 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. Strategy, nothing on the 1. Clark gets the steal sign to go to third, but he will stay put. That is correct. If the double play roll misses, but it's still roll lower than it's equal to or lower than the base running rating of the runner on first, he still gets second base. But remember, if double play depth, his base running rating is removed by 1. Hannan with the pitch. 2-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. White 3-2, and that's a line out right back to Hannan. That's out number 2. And is there going to be a double play? A 1-5 there will be. And he does. Mercer is doubled off the bag. A line drive right to Hannan. Throws to first to get Mercer, and that will do it. An L1-3 double play. So nothing across except a couple of walks. And the Yankees will strand 1. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees tonight is Fritz Peterson. May he rest in peace. Recently passed away. Not a bad year, although his record doesn't show it. 17 wins, 16 losses, but a 2.54 ERA. He had 150 strikeouts and 32 walks. That kind of tells me he didn't get much run support that year. Leading off for the Senators will be the center fielder, Del Unser. Had a good year. 286 average, 7 homers, 57 RBIs in 69. Nothing wrong with that. Peterson with the pitch. 3-1, strikeout, 16 is high. Unser, 1-6. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 9 against the lefty. Unser's going to lead off with a triple. Leadoff triple for Unser. He'll wind up at third base. I'm going to be saying Nationals all the time, I know. Senators will now bring up the shortstop, Ed Brinkman. 266 average, 2 homers, 43 RBIs. The Yankees will play the infield in. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Unser stays where he is. Peterson, 6-6. Strikeout, 10. That is high. Brinkman, 5-6. That's a ground ball to short. Unser's base running rating is a 2 with the infield in. I'm going to roll a die. A 1 or 2, they'll send him. And that is a 4. They will not, so they will hold him. And the throw will go to first to get Brinkman, and that is the out. 1 down. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Frank Howard. Had a very good year in 69. One of the best players of the season. A 296 average, 48 home runs, 111 RBIs. Frank Howard was a beast that season. Infield is still in. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 18. Peterson will pitch. Peterson, 3-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Howard, 5-4. That's a ground ball to short. Once again, an infield in, but this time they're going to send Unser. I'm going to make that call. And let's see. They're going to throw to the plate. The throw will go to the plate. A 1, 2, or a 6. He will be safe. It is a 4. He's thrown out at the plate. Howard will take first, and that is out number 2. So they get him at the plate. So that will be a fielder's choice. And now the batter will be the right fielder, Hank Allen. 277 average, a homer, and 17 RBIs. Terrible outfielder, not a bad third baseman. And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Strategy roll for Howard. He stays put. Peterson, 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Allen, a 2-4, and against the lefty, it's a base hit. He'll hit that one pass short. Howard will have to hold at second base. And so runners at first and second on a base hit by Hank Allen. So he will hold there. Actually, I'm sorry. Actually, Howard takes no, he was at first. No, he stays at second base. I haven't played the game in a while. Got to remember my rules. Yeah, it's a pair of tweezers. It's a point of tweezers I use there. Ben Wicks joins us here at RFK Stadium. Next batter will be the third baseman, Ken McMullen. Had a pretty good year. Excellent player. 272 average, 19 homers, 87 RBIs. I call that a solid season. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Runners will stay put. Peterson, 1-2 against the righty. Blank. McMullen, 2-6. And he flies out the left field. Getting under that will be Roy White. He will make the catch and retire the side. A weird inning for Peterson, but he gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits. And the Senators don't get anything out of it. No score after 1. Top of the second. And leading off for the Yankees will be the first baseman, Joe Pepitone. 242 average, 27 homers, 70 RBIs. I really have no problem with that stat. Hannan with the pitch. 1-1. Home run chance. Lefty. 1-4. 9 is too high. Pepitone, 5-3. And he is going to ground out the third. That'll be out number 1. Taken care of there by Ken McMullen. Next batter will be the shortstop, Tom Tresh. A 211 average, 14 homers, 46 RBIs. Tresh will be on the Detroit Tigers later in the year. He is on the Yankees today. So Hannan will go ahead and he will pitch. Hannan, 4-2. Range play at the park. RFK, 1-6. It's a fly ball hit the right field. Going after that is Hank Allen, and he was garbage. His range is a 1. Nope, that's going to drop in, and that is going to be a single for Tresh. No way for Allen to get that one. And first hit of the game for the Yankees. So now one man on and field a double play. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Bill Robinson. A 171 average, 3 homers, 21 RBIs. Matthew Stringer joins us here at RFK Stadium. Thinking about pulling the trigger. Thinking about 96 or 84 season. Can't go wrong with either one of those. Strategy roll. That is a 10. Nothing happening there. Hannan will pitch. Hannan, 2-2. Range play. Robinson, 5-3. That's a ground ball to second base. Second baseman is Tim Cullen. His range is a 4, but a double play depth, it's a 3. He's got it. Now can they turn the double play? 2, 2, 3. Shortstop, pivot Brinkman +1. A 1-4, it's a double play. They got it. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Yankees. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Senators will be the left fielder, Brant Allier. 249 average, 11 homers, 40 RBIs. I hate to say this, but the outfield for the Senators, besides Unser, is garbage. Peterson will go ahead and he will pitch. Peterson, 3-2. That's at the park. RFK, 2-6. That is a home run to the opposite field against the lefty. Allier needs a 14. That's an 18, and that's going to be a fly ball deep. That's going to be a fly ball deep to right field. It's going to be at the track, at the wall, but Bill Robinson will make the catch. It will just die out there. And that is out number 1. As a fly out to right on that one, and that's one away. That was just allowed out. Next up will be the second baseman, Tim Cullen, a 209 average, a homer, and 15 RBIs that year. Peterson with the pitch. Peterson, 4-1 against the righty blank. Cullen, 5-3, base hit. Hits that one into right field. That will be a single for Cullen. And it will bring up the catcher, Paul Casanova, 216 average, 4 homers, 37 RBIs. Infield is at double play depth. Nothing on the 9. Cullen stays put. Peterson, 5-4, error on a grounder. Casanova, 5-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly out to left field. Roy White will get to that. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Cullen, of course, stays where he is. 2 outs. That'll bring up the pitcher, Jim Hannan, a 115 average in 69. Anything for Cullen? Nope, they'll stay where he is. Peterson, 1-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Hannan, 2-4, and that is going to be a fly ball to shallow center. And Jerry Kenny will go ahead and get it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Senators, and we got no score after 2. We go to the top of the 3rd. Leading off for the Yankees will be the catcher, Frank Fernandez, who I believe was the catcher before Munson took over. And actually, Munson is he's not in the Yankee lineup yet, not on the roster yet, earlier in 69. But Frank Fernandez is the catcher. I believe Munson takes over from him. Fernandez, a 223 average, 12 homers, and 29 RBIs. I don't know much about him anyway, though. Hannan with the pitch. Hannan, 2-4, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the first K for Hannan. Those will get Fernandez to swing. And now the pitcher, Fritz Peterson. He had a 113 average in 69, 2 RBIs. Hannan with the pitch. Hannan, 3-6, that is a blank. Peterson, 1-6, that's a ground out to second base. Taken care of there by Cullen. And second out. Next up is Clark. Clark walked his first time up. Hannan, 1-2. That's a walk. That 13 is actually going to be too high. Clark, 5-1. And he grounds it to third base, taken care of there by McMullen. Takes his time, tosses it over, and retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bronx Bombers. Will go to the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for D.C. will be Del Unser. He got a triple his first time up, but was not able to score. No score here. Bottom of the 3rd here at RFK Stadium, Yankees and the Senators. Peterson, 6-6, strikeout 3, and yep, he got him. Struck him out. And that is the first K for Peterson. 1 down. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman is 0 for 1. Peterson, 5-5, possible error. Brinkman, 2-6. That's a grounder to short. Ball is hit to Tom Tresh. His error rating is a 7. That's a 3, and right through the rickets it goes and into the outfield, and Brinkman is going to be safe. That is going to be an E6, and that'll be an error on Tom Tresh. As he fails to make the play, goes right through the wickets, and Brinkman on it first on an error. First error for the Yankees. They did not have any errors in this game historically. But now that brings up the very dangerous Howard. Howard is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play depth. Brinkman had 2 stolen bases, and he will not get any here. Peterson will make the pitch. Peterson, 4-3, strikeout 12. That is high. Howard, 5-2, and that's a single right past the shortstop, and that will be a base hit. Brinkman, his base running rating is a 4, but he will still hold at second base. So now the Senators got something going on here on a base hit. And the batter now is Allen, and Allen got a single his first time up. XESG2 here joins us here at RFK Stadium. So runners at first and second here, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. Nothing on the strat. Peterson with the pitch. 3-1, strikeout 20, no way. Allen, 2-2, and he popped that one up. That's going to be a pop out to third. Mercer's going to call for it and get it, and that's the second out. Infield fly rule in, nobody going anywhere. And now it'll be up to McMullen to try to bring in the runs. McMullen is 0 for 1. Nothing on strat. Brinkman staying where he is. Peterson with the pitch. Peterson, 1-3, error on a throw. McMullen, 3-1, and nope, that's going to be a line drive hit right to Peterson. He'll make the catch. Now, if it was less than 2 outs, it could be a chance on an error on a throw to try to double somebody up. But it's just a line out right to pitcher, and the inning will end there. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. As the Senators got base runners, but they can't get them moving in. No score after 3. Top of the 4th. Hannan back on the mound. Leading off for the Yankees is Jerry Kenny, and he's 0 for 1. Hannan will go ahead and deal. Hannan, 6-2, walk, 19, just a little too high. Kenny, 1-6, and he gets a base hit. He slaps it past third, and Kenny gets his first single of the game. Next up is Mercer. Mercer walked his first time up. Infield double play. Kenny had 25 stolen bases. That is a 6. He doesn't get it. But Mercer, does he get the hit and run? Yes, he does. He does get the hit and run. But Mercer's going to swing away because Mercer has very good home run power. Hannan will pitch. Hannan, 1-5. That's a walk plus 10, and that 3 will walk him. So now Hannan in some trouble here for the Senators as Mercer walks for the second time. And here comes White. White is 0 for 1. Infield still a double play depth. And nothing on the 13. Nobody moves. Hannan will go ahead and pitch. Hannan, 6-4. That's a blank. Not tired. White, 2-2. And that is a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot, Cullen +1, a 1-4. They get the double play. They won't get it. Kenny will make it to third. Mercer thrown out at second. The relay not in time. And so it'll be runners in the corners with an out. So fielder's choice on that one. The batter now will be Peterson. Peterson is 0 for 1. Infield still going to play a double play depth. Try to turn the 2 to avoid the runs being scored. Walk plus 10, what does that mean? That means that the walk rating of the batter is added by 10 is added to the walk rating. So Peterson would become a 16 or 13, and you still add the stadium. That's how that works. It kind of a walk plus pretty much means the pitcher really did not have any good control of the at bat. A strikeout plus means the pitcher had all the control in the at bat. So runners at first and third, strategy roll. That is a 5 and nothing happening. Hannan will pitch. Hannan, 5-1, blank. Peterson, 6-2, and that is a ground ball to second base. Can they turn the double play to get out of it? 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot, Brinkman +1. A 1-5, they get out of it, and they will side retire. 6-4-3 double play, no runs and a hit. And the Senators get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Stadium cheers. Yay! Correct. Plus or minus the ballpark rating. That is correct, sir. Bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Sens will be Brant Allier. He's 0 for 1. Peterson will go ahead and pitch. Peterson, 4-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Allier, 4-2. Fly out to center field. Kenny will go ahead and get that with no trouble. 1 out. Here comes Cullen. Cullen got a single his first time up. Peterson, 3-6. Strikeout 9. That's too high. Cullen, 4-3, and against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Getting under that will be Robinson, and he has plenty of room, and that's out number 2. 2 down for Casanova. Casanova 0 for 1. Peterson will pitch. Peterson, 4-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Casanova, 3-6, and that's a fly ball to left field. Gunning under that will be Roy White, and all 3 outfielders will make a play. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Peterson. No score after 4. I made a rhyme. You never know how inside pitch will go. And remember, inside pitch is as accurate as it can get, is as accurate as any other engine there is out there. Everybody has caveats for any baseball game they want to play. I just think inside pitch is the most fun. Badger and Bournemouth fan joins us here at RFK Stadium. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off will be Tom Tresh, and he got a single his first time up. Hannan with the pitch. Hannan, 4-2, range play at the park. RFK, 5-6, it's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Del Unser. Now, he's who you wanted to if you're a Senator fan. His range is a 4, and he's got it, 1 out. Nice play by Unser out there in center. Take a possible hit away from Tresh. Now the batter is Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 1. Hannan will pitch. Hannan, 1-4. That's a pitcher result. Righty, 1-20 is an automatic out, and that's exactly what it's going to be. And that's going to be a ground ball hit to first base. And Howard will take that himself. That's out number 2. 2 outs. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez is 0 for 1. Hopefully you'll find that out in a few days. Remember, Ben, like I said, the learning curve of the game can be a little daunting. Take your time. Watch my demo games. Read the rule book. Any questions you want to ask concerning rules, you can always ask Chris Davis in the forums. He will be more than happy, all right, to answer any questions you may have. He likes to make sure his game is top quality as best as possible. So here's Fernandez. Hannan, 2-4, strikeout 8, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. That is the second strikeout for Hannan, and the Yankees go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You can have a blowout one game, and then you can have a pitcher's duel the next. Welcome to Inside Pitch. Leading off for the Senators will be Jim Hannan. He's 0 for 1. Peterson with the pitch. Peterson, 3-1, strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck him out. That will be the second strikeout for Peterson as he gets Hannan 1 away. Here comes Unser. Unser is 1 for 2 with a triple. Peterson, 4-1. Against the lefty, that's a strikeout plus 10. But believe it or not, that's not going to get him. He becomes an 18, but -1 makes him a 17. That's an 18. So that's too high. Unser gets the swing 2-3, and instead he'll still chop at the second base for out number 2. After all that, he still grounds out. Here comes Brinkman. Brinkman is 0 for 2, but with reached on an error. Peterson with the pitch. Peterson, 2-3, range play. Brinkman, 2-6. It's a grounder to shortstop. That's it to Tresh. Tresh's range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Tresh. Picks it up, tosses it over to first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. Go the Senators. We have a pitcher's duel here after 5. No score. Combined ERA of these two is 6.1. We go to the top of the 6th. Rapidly moving ball game so far. Fritz Peterson will lead off. He will bat. Peterson is 0 for 1. This is 1969, not 2020, not the 20. This is the 60s, not the 2020s. Hannan, 4-6, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-3, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll be the third K for Hannan as he gets Peterson swinging. Now here's Clark. Clark is 0 for 1 with a walk. Hannan will pitch. Hannan, 5-5, strikeout 3. That will get him. Swing and a miss, struck him out, just barely got him. But he got him, no way, no problem. 4th strikeout now for Hannan. 2 away, here comes Kenny. Kenny 1 for 2 with a single. Hannan, 4-3 against the lefty, walk. That 18 will be too high. Kenny, 5-3, and that's a ground ball hit to short. Brinkman will go ahead and get that. And over to first it goes. And that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 6th. There were 15 runs scored historically in this game. We don't have a single one yet. And if you're wondering, yes, I've had games where the game almost completely came out to a match. We've had games like that. And then, of course, we've had games where they're not even close. But, hey, if we were to play the same exact game, again with the same players, you know you'll get a different outcome. Bottom of the 6th inning, Frank Howard leads off for Washington. He is 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Peterson will pitch. Peterson, 2-3, range play. Howard, 5-6, fly ball hit to right field. Going after that is Bill Robinson. His range is a 3. He's got it. 1 out. Some pretty good defense out there tonight by both teams. Next batter will be Allen. Allen is 1 for 2. Peterson will go ahead and deal. Peterson, 3-1, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll be the third K for Peterson, so he's having a good game today. Maybe his ghost is helping him out today. Here's McMullen, he's 0 for 2. Peterson with the pitch. Peterson, 1-3, error on a throw. McMullen, 2-4. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to the left. Roy White's got plenty of room, and now he'll have plenty of ball, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Senators. No score after 6. You can have a game where I had 20 runs scored yesterday, and then you can have a game where you got no runs scored. We go to the top of the 7th. Hannan can still pitch to 23 batters. So let's see here. He can pitch to 3 more before he tires. Let's see what the Yankees do. Bobby Mercer leads off for the Yankees. He's walked twice. Hannan will go ahead and pitch. Hannan, 5-5, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for Hannan. He's having a good one tonight. Here comes White. White is 0 for 2. Jimmy Jam joins us here at RFK Stadium. Hannan, 3-6, that is a blank. White, 1-2, grounder right back to Hannan. Hannan will take care of it, and he'll underhand it to first for out number 2. 2 outs now for Pepitone. Pepitone is 0 for 2. Hannan will go ahead and pitch. My Basement Media Productions, Dr. Nick joins us here at RFK Stadium. He is the official doctor of RJO Network. Hannan, 3-6, that is a blank. Pepitone, 1-1, that's a fly out. A fly ball to center field. Unser's going to have no problem getting to that. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And we've got goose eggs on the scoreboard. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after the night's game. Tomorrow night's game will be April 13th, and we have the Yankees on the board today. Tomorrow night, we will be at Shea Stadium to face the Mets. And tomorrow night is a marquee matchup facing with two pitchers that really aren't going to mean much anything. I think they're a couple of bums. No big deal. Tomorrow night, it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the New York Mets. And pitching for the Cardinals will be some bum by the name of Bob Gibson. And pitching for the Mets will be another bench warmer named Tom Seaver. I don't think you guys will want to miss that tomorrow night. Cardinals and the Mets, Bob Gibson versus Tom Seaver, two of the greatest of all time facing off each other for tomorrow night. That's one of the marquee matchups of the block. Gibson and Seaver, Hoot versus the Tom Terrific. I know you guys will not miss that one. As Thomas Bartlett joins us here at RFK Stadium. And let's see what we got here going on. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Fritz Peterson, he's still got some left in the tank. And Brant Allier will lead off for the Sens. He's 0 for 2. No score here, bottom of the seventh. Peterson will go ahead and pitch. Peterson, 3-5, double question mark righty, 1-7's and out. That's a 6, and that is going to be a ground out to third. Handled by Mercer, and the throw goes to first, out number 1. Next batter is Cohen. Cohen is 1 for 2 with a single. Peterson will pitch. Peterson, 3-5, again with the double question mark. That 10 is too high. Cullen, 3-4, base hit. He hits that one past third. And Cullen gets a single. Next up will be Casanova, and he's 0 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Cullen on at first. Strategy roll, and that's a 14-0 happening. Peterson will go ahead and pitch to Casanova. Peterson, 4-4 against a righty. It's a blank. Casanova, 6-1, base hit. He hits one into right field. Cullen, a base runner, 3. Single to right, +2. A 1-5. Cullen will get to third base, and he will. Cullen gets to third. Casanova holds at first. Runners at the corners here. A big chance for the Senators. Jim Hannan is tired. The Senators are going to go to the bench, as that will be it for Hannan. And we'll see a new pinch hitter here for Hannan. And it is going to be Mike Epstein. 278 average, 30 bombs, 85 RBIs. Epstein, normally a starter. I guess he had the game off. Runners at first and third. The infield will play in. So Cullen on at third, Casanova on at first. 1 out, bottom of the seventh. Still no score between the Yankees and the Sens. Strategy roll still on. Nothing on the 16. Peterson going up against Epstein. A very big batter here. Peterson will pitch. Peterson, 2-1. Wild pitch. That's a 6, and it just missed. Ball 1. Wow, Peterson almost wild pitched in a run. He'll try again. Peterson, 5-6. That's a blank. Epstein, 2-2. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Now that's going to be out number 2. Epstein, the sacrifice fly of 1. Doesn't bring in Cullen. Cullen's going to try. Base runner 3. Hit to right field. Robinson is 0. A 1-3. Cullen still comes in. And he does. And the Senators take the lead. Casanova stays at first. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Senators. Stadium cheers. Yay! As Doug Hunt joins us here at RFK Stadium. Epstein gets the sacrifice fly. Next batter is Unser. Unser 1 for 3 with a triple. Senators finally break through, have a 1-0 lead. Frank Wayne Scott joins us here at RFK Stadium. And recovering from a bad fall, broke a bone in my leg. Well, why did you do that? I didn't tell you to have a bad fall and break a bone in your leg. You got to listen to me, Frank. Don't do that. Hope you're okay, my friend. Casanova on at first. Strategy roll. That's an 11. He'll stay put. Peterson, 1-3. That's an error on a throw. Unser, 1-1. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Mercer. His error rating is a 20, and that's going to be an automatic error on Mercer. The question is, where did the ball? That's an error on a throw. Question is, I think the throw would have went to second since Casanova's off. So the second baseman, Clark, his range is a 3, and he will prevent the ball from getting past him, but that's going to be an error. So that is an E5 on Mercer. That allows Casanova to get to second base. And now Peterson is tired. And the batter now is Brinkman, and that is the second error on the Yankees in this game. So he comes in here. Michael Joyner joins us here at RFK Stadium. And, of course, Mr. Philip Reynolds, as Philip Reynolds is very sad, about his Reds yesterday. Got to blame the dice, not me. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning here. Now 1-0 Senators. Peterson is tired. They're going to let him pitch to Brinkman and try to get out of the inning. Peterson is due to bat 4th in the 8th inning. They're going to let him pitch here. This is the 60s. This is the 60s, not the 2020s. So 2 outs are going to go with Peterson, see if he can get out of the jam. Runners at first and second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Casanova stays at second. Unser at first. Peterson will go ahead and pitch. Peterson, 3-2. That's at the park. RFK, 1-4. And it's going to be a single plus to right field. It'll be a base hit. Casanova automatically scores. Unser automatically makes third, but Brinkman's got to try for second. His base running rating is a 4. Right fielder Robinson a 0, a 1-4. Brinkman gets to second base. It's a 6. It could be an out. Here comes the throw by Robinson. His arm rating is a 0, a 1-3. A 1-3. Brinkman is out, and he is, and that'll retire the side. Wow, Brinkman tries to take second base. But Bill Robinson goes ahead and gets him out on the play. The run does score, though. So it's a base hit for Brinkman, but he is thrown out at second by Bill Robinson, and the inning is over, but they do get another run. What a play there by Bill Robinson to throw out Ed Brinkman. But 2 runs on 3 hits, a sacrifice fly, and 1 error. It's 2-0 Senators after 7. Brinkman thrown out at second base. We go to the top of the 8th. Senators a 2-0 lead here. Leading off for the Yankees will be Tom Tresh, and he's 1 for 2. Senators need a pitcher, and let's see who they're going to bring out to pitch, and they are going to go with coming on to pitch for the Senators will be Bob Humphreys. 3 wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, a 3.04 ERA in 69. And he will come on to pitch. So here comes Bob Humphreys. Tresh will lead it off for the Yankees. Top of the 8, 2-0. Humphreys with the pitch. Humphreys, 5-5. Against the switch left, that's a walk plus 10. That is a 2, and that is a walk. How many times do I bring in a relief pitcher and the first thing he does is give up a base hit or a walk? The RJL Network relief pitcher curse continues. So Tresh draws a walk. Now the batter is Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 2. Not a good hitter here. We are in the 8th inning. Let's see what the Yankees want to do. Robinson is in right field. Robinson is in right field. Nah, they'll keep him because he's the best field. He's better. He's going to hit away. So runner on first. Infield a double play depth. Tresh on at first. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 18. Humphreys will pitch to Robinson. Humphreys, 3-5, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. One man down. The batter now is Fernandez. He's got good home run power. He's 0 for 2, though. Anything for Tresh? He will stay where he is. Humphreys will go ahead and he will pitch. Humphreys, 2-1, walk 5, ball 4. And just like that, he goes ahead and walks, and the tying runs are already on base. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Fritz Peterson, as the Yankees will now go to the bench. And coming on to pitch hit for the Yankees will be Gene Michael. 272 average, 2 homers, 31 RBIs. So now a chance here for the Yankees to try to get back into this. Down 2-0, top of the 8th, 1 out. Infield is at double play. Strategy, nothing on there. Humphreys will pitch to Michael. A big chance here for the Yankees to now get on the board. Humphreys with the pitch. 1-5, that's a blank. Michael, 4-5. It's a ground ball to third. That ball was hit right at the third baseman. So 3-1, because his minor, wow, that's not great. 3-1-2. Second base pivot, Cullen +1. A 1-3. The Senators get out of it. They do. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across except a couple of walks. And the Yankees failed to get anything out of that, as Gene Michael grounds out around the horn. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Senators will be Frank Howard, and he is 1 for 3, got a single. Yankees need a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Yankees is going to be Lindy McDaniel. We saw a lot of him in 1972. And Lindy McDaniel was still pretty good in 1969. 5 wins, 6 losses, 5 saves, a 3.54 ERA. McDaniel will now come on to pitch and try to keep it where it is. So bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Senators. McDaniel, 4-1, blank. Howard, 2-3. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 9. And against a righty, that's just gonna make it. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is a deep to center field. Going backward is Kenny. He's at the track. He's at the wall. But the wall, I think, was a little bit too high at RFK Stadium. So that clears it pretty good. Home run, Frank Howard. Against a righty, he needs a 9. That is a 9, and he got it. Stadium cheers. Yay! A solo bomb by Frank Howard. He had 48 home runs in 69. He will get one here. 3-0 Senators. And that wasn't a bad pitch by McDaniel. That was just all Howard's power. McDaniel made a good pitch. Howard just went ahead and powered that one out. Next batter is Allen. Allen is 1 for 3 with a single. McDaniel will pitch. McDaniel, 3-6 against the righty. Blank. Allen, 6-1, and that's a ground out to third base. Taken care of there by Mercer. And we'll go to first, one down. Next batter is McMullen. McMullen is 0 for 3. McDaniel with the pitch. McDaniel, 5-5, strikeout 11. That will just miss. McMullen, 3-1, and it's a line out right to McDaniel. He makes the catch, out number 2. Line out to the pitcher. 2 outs now for Allier. Allier is 0 for 3. McDaniel will go ahead and pitch. McDaniel, 5-3, range play. Allier, 6-2, pop fly ball to third base, but going after it is Mercer. He's into the outfield. His range is a 3, and that's going to drop for a single. He won't get to it, so Allier will have a base hit, and that's his first hit of the game. A 2-out base knock for Allier. Here's Cullen. Cullen is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at RFK Stadium. And he's from St. Augustine. I know you'll be heading home soon there, Mr. Tower. We miss your after further review, my good man. Allier on at first. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. McDaniel. 2-2. Strikeout 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out and the inning is over. But the Senators get an insurance run. 1 run on 2 hits. A solo bomb by Frank Howard that just cleared the wall. It's 3-0 after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the order for the Yankees. Horace Clarke will lead off. Bob Humphreys. Question is, are they going to let him pitch? They may do so. Although the closer for the Senators is Dennis Higgins. Casey Cox can do it too. I'm going to let Humphreys pitch. He had 5 saves. I'm going to let him pitch. So Bob Humphreys can pitch to 3 more batters before he retires. So Bob Humphreys is going to be asked to get the save here. So top of the 9th inning, Horace Clarke leads off for the Yankees. 3-0 Senators. Humphreys, 5-2, possible error. Clarke, 5-4. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 14 against the righty. That's going to be too high. So now it's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Brent Allier, though. It's still a possible error. His error rating is an 11. That is a 5, and he's going to drop it. Brent Allier's going to make a drop ball out there in left field, and Clarke is on first. That's going to be an E7. That's the first error on the Senators in the game. They did have 2 in the game historically. And Horace Clarke is safe at first on a drop fly ball. Now, Clarke's base running rating is a 4. The question is, does he take second on the drop? Yes, he does. He does take second on the drop. So Clarke was actually at second base. So Clarke is safe at second on a drop fly ball by Brent Allier. And that is a big error. And now the batter is Kenny. So runner at second base. Humphreys can't believe that Brent Allier dropped a routine fly. Probably went ahead, maybe bounced off his glove a little bit. So now here's Kenny. Kenny is 1 for 3. Clarke on at second. Remember, the Yankees are pretty good when it comes to 9th inning magic. Strategy rolls are off. Humphreys, 3-2. Walk plus 10. That is a 10. And Kenny is on first. The tying runs are on. And now the very dangerous Bobby Mercer. Mercer is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. A drop fly ball out in the outfield, and now a walk to Kenny, and now Mercer can tie this game up with one swing. Fans here at RFK Stadium can't believe this. They're going to let Humphreys pitch. Runners at first and second, no one out, top of the ninth. Strategy rolls are off. Humphrey gets a look, and now he pitches. Humphreys, 5-5 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10. And that 8 is ball 4, and the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Roy White, and that'll be it for Bob Humphreys, but it's not all his fault there, as now the Senators have to go to the bullpen. And now they'll bring out the closer, Dennis Higgins. 10 wins, 9 losses, 16 saves, a 3.48 ERA. So Higgins now coming out to try to get this game over, but the Yankees are saying not quite yet. The infield is still at double play depth. They're going to play for 2 outs. The runners on second and third don't mean anything. So now Dennis Higgins will come in to pitch to Roy White. He is 0 for 3. White does have a little power against righties. Fans here at RFK Stadium suddenly getting very, very nervous. Strategy rolls are still off. Higgins, 6-6, error on a grounder. White, 3-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball has hit the Brinkman. His error rating is a 6. That's a 6. He's going to pick it up. He's going to drop it. And everybody is going to be safe. And it's a run scored. A ground ball to Brinkman. His error rating is a 6. That is a 6. He drops it. And a run comes in. It's 3-1. And still nobody out. And that is an E. That's an E4. I'm sorry, E6. Second error on the Senators in the inning. Still no one out. And now the batter is Peterson. And Higgins can't believe it. And the fans here can't believe it. Now it's 3-1. And Peterson is 0 for 3. Infield still playing at double play depth. They're not playing the infield in. Although actually they may just do that, and they are. Now they're going to play the infield in. Kenny's got very good speed. Runners, bases loaded. Higgins will pitch to Peterson. Strategy rolls are still off. Higgins will pitch. Higgins, 6-5, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is a big strikeout. 1 out. The batter now is Tom Tresh, and the question is, do the Yankees want to bring in a pinch hitter, and they will. Tresh bats .211, but Tresh does have some home run power. Do I have another shortstop in the... I do, actually. And they are going to let Tresh... I think... Tresh is what, at shortstop? Ooh. Tom Tresh is going to come out of the game. Coming into pinch hit for the Yankees is going to be Billy Cowan. He has home run power either side, a .240 average, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Len Bomer will take over at shortstop if the game goes any further. So bases are loaded here, 1 out. The infield is still going to play in. 3-1 Senators. Senators trying to get the game over, but the bases are loaded here. Hold on here. Switch to 7. So now the batter is Billy Cowan. And he's got home run power either way. Infield is in. Senators trying to get the game over. Fans here at RFK Stadium suddenly very nervous. Higgins will set it up and he will pitch. Higgins, 5-5 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 outs. And now the last chance for the Yankees is going to be Bill Robinson. And they're going to probably bring in a pinch hitter for him as well. And let's see, Robinson is in right field. And I think I have another one, do I? Or no? Let me see here. Robinson's in right. Fernandez can move into right field, and Gibbs can take over at catcher if necessary. I got Oliver and Simpson. A 171 average. May do a double switch here. Bill Robinson's going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Yankees is going to be Jake Gibbs, a 224 average. No homers, 18 RBIs. Jake Gibbs is going to come in to pinch hit. Gibbs will take over at catcher if it goes any further. Frank Fernandez will move into right field if this game moves on. So 2 outs, top of the 9th inning, 3-1, as Brian B. joins us here at RFK Stadium. So bases are loaded. Dennis Higgins trying to get the game over. 3-1. Yankees not making it easy. Higgins is setting it up. Strategy rolls are off. The fans are on their feet. Higgins gets the sign, and he will deal. 5-4. Home run chance. But it won't matter because Gibbs has zeros there. So not happening. But Gibbs gets the swing. 1-6. And it's a base hit to left field. It's a single for Gibbs. Kenny will come in to score. Mercer, base runner 4, becomes a 5. Single to left. Plus 1. It's a 1-6. They're not going to get Mercer. He will score. It's a tie game. White, base runner 4. Plus 1 is 5. Hit the left field, -2, a 1-3. White is safe at third base, and he is. Jake Gibbs hits a base hit to left field. This game is tied. Stadium barfs. Blah. 9th inning magic strikes again. Runners at the corners with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning, tied at 3. And the Senators cannot finish off the game. Now the batter is Fernandez. He will have to bat because he's got to take over in right field. So Fernandez will now bat. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Runners at the corners, 2 men down. Fernandez trying to get the game, trying to now give the Yankees the lead. White on at third, Gibbs on at first. Higgins can't believe this. 2 errors and 2 walks, and the Yankees now tie it up. Strategy rolls are back on, and that's a 14-0 happening. Higgins will go ahead and pitch. Higgins, 2-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Fernandez, 2-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. And going after that's going to be Brant Allier. He will make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 walks, and the Yankees have tied this game up at 3 in the top of the 9th. Game of the Year candidate, absolutely. We have our first official Game of the Year candidate. Timeout, as I got to make some changes here. So Fernandez is going to take over in right field. He'll stay where he is. Jake Gibbs will now take over at catcher. And Len Bomer is going to take over at short. So timeout while I go ahead and get the scorecard here set. Unbelievable. So Bomer is a 1-0-0. Gibbs is a 4-3-15-0. And Fernandez in right is terrible, but he's a 1-14-1. So right field now is a +1-0 -2. And that's it. Yankee ninth inning magic strikes again. Bottom of the ninth inning, now tied at 3. Leading off for the Senators will be Paul Casanova. He'll bat. Lindy McDaniel, he will. And how big was that insurance home run now? And McDaniel is due to lead off the 10th if it gets there. And he pitched to 5 batters. They're going to let him pitch. McDaniel's going to stay out there. So Hannan's going to get a no decision right now. And Humphreys is now going to get the loss. Peterson now gets a no decision. McDaniel now a chance with the win. So bottom of the ninth inning, tied at 3. Lindy McDaniel will pitch to Paul Casanova here, as the fans here at RFK Stadium cannot believe what they just saw. McDaniel, 5-3, range play. Casanova, 3-3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Bobby Mercer. His range is a 3. He can't get it. And that's going to be a single for Casanova. So the winning run is on first. Leadoff hit for Casanova, infield double play depth. Dennis Higgins coming out of the game. The Senators will bring on a pinch hitter. Question is, do you want to maybe bring on a pitcher to bunt? You try a bunt here, or you just bring on a pinch hitter? There are not really any good bunters. And not even the pitchers have any good bunters, really. Nah, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna bring on a pinch hitter. And let's see what's gonna be. Coming on to pinch hit for the Senators is going to be Bernie Allen. 247 average, 9 homers, 45 RBI. Bernie Allen will come on to pinch hit. Infield a double play depth. Tied at 3. Casanova on at first. Strategy rolls are back on. That's an 11. Nothing happening. McDaniel will pitch to Allen. McDaniel, 5-6. Strikeout 13. That misses. Allen, 5-4. And it's a fly ball to right field. Getting over there will be Fernandez. He will make the catch for out number 1. Top of the order, here's Unser. And McDaniel is now tired. They're going to let him pitch a little longer here. Unser, the batter. Unser is 1 for 4, triple, and reached on an error. Tied at 3 here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. McDaniel will go ahead and pitch. McDaniel, 4-2, error on a grounder. Unser, 2-3. It is a ground ball. Ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Horace Clark. His error rating is a 5. That's an 18. He won't make an error. 1-0-1. Shortstop pivot. Bomer a 0. Only a 1. Actually, no. Yeah, only a 1 will be a double play. No. Casanova thrown out at second. Unser gets to first on the fielder's choice. 2 down. And that batter now will be Brinkman. And Brinkman is 1 for 4. Singled and reached on an error. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Unser on it first. McDaniel will continue to pitch. Trying to see, because he is due to lead off the next inning. Unser on it first. Strategy. Nothing on the 19. McDaniel gets it in there for Brinkman. McDaniel will pitch. 6-2. Wild pitch. 13. Possible pass ball. Gibbs' pass ball rating is a 3. And it will bounce off his chest protector, and Unser will go to second. That's a pass ball on Jake Gibbs, who took over at catcher for Frank Fernandez. So that bounces off his chest protector. And now Unser, now the winning run is at second base. And Brinkman, they're going to pitch to him. You don't want to pitch to Frank Howard. So now 2 outs. And now they're going to go with McDaniel and see. Well, you got to be careful with McDaniel, because now an S1 is an automatic win. But I think you're going to go with him. Unser on at second base. They're going to stick with McDaniel to try to get out of the inning. 2 men down, tied at 3, bottom of the 9th. Yankee 9th inning magic strikes again. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. McDaniel will pitch. McDaniel 5-1. That is a range play. Brinkman 4-6 and against a righty. It's a single pass short, but it's a range play for Len Bomer. Bomer's range at short is a 1. His range is a 1. If he doesn't get this, the ball game is over. He leaps. No, it's going to be a base hit past Bomer into the outfield. Unser will come around. He will score. Senators win the ball game on a walk-off. Stadium cheers. Yay! Brinkman gets an RBI single as Len Bomer, who had to come in at short for trash. And that's going to be a single and will score Unser easily from second base. And it's a 4-3 win for the Senators. What a ball game here in the second game of the 69 season. And they go ahead and mob him at the plate for a big walk-off win for the Senators. And they'll go to 2-1 in the season, and the Yankees will now drop to 1-2. What a big win for the Senators here. And they get the win on the Yankees. 1 run on 2 hits and a pass ball, and that pass ball was huge, which put the winning run in scoring position. And they'll get the win. Final line score coming up. For the Senators, 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. The winning pitcher, believe it or not, is Dennis Higgins. He's going to go ahead and get the win. Lindy McDaniel is going to wind up with the loss. But what a play here for the Senators as the 9th inning collapse. doesn't bear fruition for the Yankees, and the Senators will get the win tonight. Game of the Year candidate, absolutely. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game, but we are not done. 10-minute ticker coming right up. As I'm sure Mr. Ben Witz has been watching this game, and now you can see how exciting inside pitch can be. Salvador America joins us here for FastScore Baseball. Of course, Salvador America is the biggest Yankee fan on planet Earth. Aren't you there, Salvador America? I hope Mrs. America is doing well, and I know you're so happy to root for your New York Yankees. Aren't you, Mr. Salvador America? I know you are. It is time for the 10-minute ticker brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Senators will go ahead and get the win. And now we'll see how the rest of the majors goes. Sounds like announcer boy is still having COVID after effects. Sounds like April 10th, Boston at Baltimore. Red Sox 6-46. And that is 4. Orioles 13-35, and that is also 4. They tie. Boston rolls a 2, plus 1 is 3. Baltimore rolls a 3, minus 2 is 1. That's a win for the Red Sox. Cleveland at Detroit. Cleveland 4-65, that is 7. Tigers 8-61. That's 6. That's a win for the Indians. Philadelphia at the Cubs. Philadelphia 8-53, and that's 5. Cubs 13-42, and that is 5 as well. We will have extras. Philadelphia rolls a 3, plus 0. Cubs roll a 5. Plus 0, the Cubs will win it in extras. Expos and the Mets. Expos 5-52, and that is 4. Mets 17-61, and that's 8. And my Mets get a happy recap. Astros and the Padres. Astros 10-16, that is 2. Padres 4-61, and that is 5. A win for the Friars. Pirates and the Cardinals. Pirates 10-21, that is 2. Cardinals 7-63, and that is 6. A win for the Redbirds. On to April 11th, Washington at Baltimore. Senators 7-56, and that is 5. Orioles 13-25, and that's 3. A win for the Senators. Minnesota at California. Twins 14-55, that is 7. California 0-65, that is 5. A win for the Twins. Boston at Cleveland. Red Sox 9-54, 5 runs. Cleveland 6-16, 1 run. A win for the Bo Sox. Yankees at Detroit. Yankees 4-12, and that's 0. Tigers 10-61, 6. A win for the Cats. Kansas City at Oakland. Royals 5-53, 4 runs. Athletics 17-32, 5 runs. That's a win for the A's. White Sox at the Pilots. White Sox 13-25, that's 3. Pilots 9-24, 2. And it's a win for the Chi Sox. Reds and the Braves. Reds 12-61, 7 runs. Atlanta 13-23, and that's 3 runs. It's a win for the Reds. That game belongs to the Reds. Expos and the Cubs. Expos 7-42, 4 runs. Cubs 13-15, 2 runs. That's a win for the Spos. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 7-46 and 4 runs. Astros 4-64, 6 runs. Win for the Stros. Cardinals and the Mets. Cardinals 0-44, that's 2. Mets 1-24, that's 1. And the Cardinals will beat the Mets. Philadelphia and the Pirates. Phillies 5-21 and 1. Pirates 14-43, 5 runs, a win for the Bucks. Giants and the Padres. Giants 12-54, 6 runs. Padres 6-23, 2 runs, a win for the G-Men. On to April 12th, Washington at Baltimore. Washington 5-26, 2 runs. Orioles 18-12, and that's 2 runs, and they barely got it. Extra innings. Washington 2 plus 0. Baltimore 5 minus 2 is 3. That will be a win for the O's. Minnesota at California. Minnesota 13-63, and that is 8. Angels 3-63, and that is 5. Win for the Twins. Boston at Cleveland. Red Sox 14-42 and 5 runs. Indians 11-66, that's 10. That's a win for the Tribe. Yankees and Detroit. Yankees 0-52, 3 runs. Tigers 5-13, 0 runs. That's a win for the Yankees. Kansas City at Oakland. Kansas City 7-13, that's 1. Oakland 15-61, that's 8. A win for the Athletics. White Sox at Seattle. White Sox 8-25, 2 runs. Pilots 15-23 and 3 runs. The Pilots will get a win. Reds and the Braves. Reds 15-44 and 6 runs. Atlanta 9-22, 2 runs. That game belongs to the Reds. Montreal and the Cubs. Expos 5-12, 0. Cubs 16-61, 8. And that's a win for the Cubbies. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 21-12. And that is 2. Astros 3-64 and 6. That's a win for the Stros. Cardinals and the Mets. Can my Mets get a second happy recap here? Cardinals 6-61, and that is 5. Mets 8-65, and that is 8. And my Mets will have a happy recap. Philadelphia and the Pirates. Phillies 8-66, 9 runs. Pirates 11-13, that is 1 run, a win for the Phils. Giants and the Padres. Giants 15-42 and 5 runs. Padres minus 321, that's 0, and that is a win for the Giants. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at Shea Stadium for April 13th. Just a couple of above-average pitchers pitching for tomorrow night. It'll be the St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Mets. Bob Gibson, a bum, will take on Tom Seaver, another bum. 2 pitchers that probably shouldn't amount to anything. What a game tomorrow night. Cardinals and Mets. Gibson and Seaver. Don't miss that one tomorrow night. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Vida Productions, Salvador America, Matthew Stringer, Philip Reynolds, Brian B. After further review with Steve Tower, Badger and Burnmouth Met fan, Sean 1113, XESG2, Jeremy Brooks, Ben Witz, and Scooney007, Doug Hunt. And I'll tell you, I'm getting so many people in the chat these days, it just takes so long to go through all you guys and say thank you. Frank Rosenk, Frank Rainscott, Michael Joyner, and My Basement Media Productions, of course, Dr. Nick, Matthew Stringer, Ron McGrath, Phoenix Knight, and Joel Turney. I think I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I think the game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. New ninth inning magic for the New York Yankees, but it can't hold out as the Senators beat the Yankees tonight 4-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Gibson and Seaver. You don't want to miss that.